Hey guys, this is 1911 Man here with another review. This time, not of a 1911. This time, it is of a Glock modeled pistol. This is in fact the HFC G26 full plastic version.
The Glock Safe Action Pistol, colloquially known as the Glock, is a series of semi-automatic pistols designed and produced by Glock, guess MBH, located in Deutsch Wargrim, Austria. The company's founder, engineer Gaston Glock, had no experience with firearms design or manufacture at the time their first pistol, the Glock 17, was being prototyped. Glock did, however, have extensive experience in advanced synthetic polymers, knowledge of which is instrumental in the company's design of the first successful line of pistols with a polymer frame. Glock also introduced ferritic nitrocarburizing into the firearms industry as an anti-corrosion surface treatment for metal gun parts. Despite initial resistance from the market to accept a, quote, plastic gun, due to durability and reliability concerns, Glock's pistols have become the company's most profitable line of products, commanding 65% of the market share of handguns for United States law enforcement agencies, as well as supplying numerous national armed forces and security agencies worldwide.
I got this from eBay for about $35 off of a guy that was selling a lot. I was tempted to buy the lot of gas blowback pistols, but they all look beat to crap, so I passed and just offered 35 bucks for this thing. And lo and behold, shipped about 2 days later. I got this in the mail after I got back from my boat, so I feel it was a good purchase. Now, although this is in fact the full plastic version, some of you might think that's a bad thing, some of you think that's a plus, minus, whatever. I am neutral. I have not quite figured out what I like or dislike about this pistol right now. What I can say is that it's very lightweight. It is a very minimal weight pistol. I'm very pleased with that. It's really comfortable in my hand. Unlike most double stack pistols, like the Glock, in real life the Glock is a double stack pistol, which means the rounds go stack sideways, go up like that. In the airsoft world, it is still double stack, but obviously it holds a lot more rounds because it's 6mm and not 9mm, which is 9x19 NATO round. That is what this thing shoots in real life. You might have noticed the magazine. I decided to sand it down because there was paint wearing and it was creating some resistance when I would insert it into the pistol. Some of you might have noticed that, or might know about this front section right here, and you might wonder why it's like that. Well, this pistol is mainly made for concealed carry, which means you should be able to put it away and hide it on your person. Now, most Glocks have kind of like this back, the back of the slide is just squared. It's squared off. Now, squared edges can catch on shirts, clothing when you're trying to draw it out of your holster or engage a target. It creates ease when you're putting it into a holster of some kind. So I really like that. Now, some people might wonder, why did you get the Glock 26 and not a Glock 17, Glock 19? Well, I already have 4 pistols, all of which are 1911s, and you know what? Oh, and actually I have a Sig Sauer too, so I didn't like that thing. I was looking for an ankle pistol. I was looking for something I could just throw in an ankle holster, not even worry about, unless I were to run out of ammo for everything. And I feel I'm an avid gun person, and in real steel, not just airsoft. I'm an avid gun person, so I had researched the real steel because I have nothing better to do. And I have come up with the fact that it is a very, very reliable concealed carry pistol. Now, I find that there are some pluses and minuses to this slide. of the all-plastic version. I say slide because, and not the whole thing, because in real life, the upper portion of the pistol is made of complete metal. The frame is polymer. I cannot say this frame is polymer, but it is really durable plastic. That's what polymer is. I'm going to just say it. It's plastic. Now, right out of the box, I noticed that it only consists of about, I mean, you could say one actual trademark, which is it says Glock right there. That is the only place on the frame I can see anything. It's the Glock logo. And then a serial number. And then on top it says 9x19. And then on the side here it says 26. There you go, 26. Yeah, Glock. You can see Glock right there. That is the only Glock trademark on here. It's kind of like HFC was like, alright, let's kind of sneak one in there. No one will notice. Got a decent amount of spring tension behind it. It sends it forward with some force, and I really do like that. Now, some really good things on this pistol are, in fact, the sights. Look at this. 3 white dots. Now, on a lot of my pistols, there are 2 dots back here and black up here, which I find irritating. One downside about this pistol I noted, now this is only on mine, I'm almost certain this is only on mine because I got it from eBay, but if you notice, the loading nozzle is beat to crap. It has absolutely, or loading bar whatsoever. So that means when I insert a full magazine into this pistol, and I rack back the slide and try to go forward, it actually only goes about to there, and then the BB gets stuck on the feeding ramp. And yeah, so I need to get a new loading nozzle for about 10 bucks. I mean, 10 bucks, it's still a lot cheaper than what it is on retail or anything I've seen on eBay. Now, just going off topic onto HFC's other pistols, I have not been too impressed with their new Glock lineup. But you know what? So far, I'm really impressed. I haven't actually gotten live rounds through here, but I have in fact gotten a few blanks, and I had literally almost empty can of green gas, and this thing was still shooting out. I literally had to heat it up, then fill it, and then it was still going like 10 rounds with full cycle. I'm talking locks back to slide full cycle, which is great. Now, speaking about locking the slide back, I have noticed something not very good on this pistol, and I'm almost certain this will only happen with the plastic slide. Is that the slide lock serration on the cut on the slide? I had to modify mine because when mine came, I could slap in an empty magazine, rack it back, and it would cycle forward as if there was no slide lock whatsoever, which was somewhat disappointing. So I had to, because it's a plastic slide, I could do this. Is that when you, there you go. I just need to start doing that now on. You can kind of see that I had to cut into the slide, because it's got this new serration. It's much higher, it's raised much higher than it should be. That's because the one I had, it looked like the guy had taken a knife to it and then cut it so it didn't have the slide lock feature, which I didn't like. Now, touching back on the double stack on this pistol, I was very surprised. This grip may look fat, but when you grip it, it does not feel like a double stack pistol. I really do like the texturing on the back strap of this pistol. The front strap here has some, I guess you say ribbing, for your pinky, ring finger, and middle finger. So it really gets concealed very well. I can almost put it in the palm of my hand. There you go. I could just cover it up like that. It's that small. So I was really, really pleased with this pistol, just for the fact that I could conceal it so well. Now, you're probably wondering, Bryce, Now, you're probably wondering where I'm going to find a ankle holster. Well, I just go to Walmart, buy one for like $10. So, it's not exactly something I'm too worried about. But I am almost kind of worried about that, I'm kind of worried that it might weigh down my ankle and feel kind of awkward. But it's whatever. Going back to comfort, you can see these side grips kind of have like a grip tape kind of, or a skateboard texture kind of feel on the side. It's kind of smooth, but I'm almost certain that on the real Glock, actually no, I know that. I know for a fact on the real Glock, this actually almost feels like a skateboard. Actually, I just realized another trait. It says completed 2001. What? Who cares if it was completed in 2001? Yeah, completed 2001. Okay. Great. Woo! Some of you Glock or Real Steel or gun people might notice by now that there is no two-stage trigger. Yeah, I noticed that and was kind of disappointed in that. For all of you that don't know what a two-stage trigger is, or a two-stage trigger is, on the real Glock, there's a trigger within a trigger. You must compress the trigger inside trigger to then actuate or fire the weapon. You can push on the outside all you want and nothing will happen, but you have to press down on the middle and then follow through and your pistol will discharge. Now, I was just looking around because I found that interesting. I actually did in fact find that the KJW G27 has a double two-stage trigger, and I was very, very pleased with that. Now, obviously, I don't have that, but going on to KJW, or I'm kind of touching on KJW here, or Marui, this is completely compatible with any Marui G series or Glock series. Because I don't know why people, but for some reason on YouTube, everybody's like the G series, because it doesn't definitely say on some of the, or on the Marui Glocks, it doesn't say Glock on the side, so why can't you say Glock? Whatever, but I don't know, business. I was very pleased with the finish on this pistol, just being that it is in fact a full plastic pistol. The lower receiver is very, very nice. The upper receiver, the plastic slide, although it feels kind of plasticky, and I mean there's no creaks whatsoever, but I mean it still is a little disappointing that it was a plastic slide, but I didn't ask, so whatever. There is a rail space for a rail adapter on here. That's what the slits in this lower receiver are. It does have grip on the front for when you want to grip the front for more recoil control. Now on an airsoft pistol you can probably hold it like this and there's not going to be much recoil, so just be like that. Okay. Now there is a way to make this pistol even smaller, and that is if you just get something on the bottom of the magazine. You might be able to see this. There's the gas fill valve right there, and then there's a little button. Now what you can do, let's get that angled correctly. There you go. What you can do is you can compress that. And pull forward, and your butt plate of your magazine comes off. Now, some may think that's a bad idea, but for concealability, because I doubt